Previously on Star Trek Outlaws.
Yeah, it's a ship, but... wait, look, there's the name. USS Constellation. Get the tow gear ready, gentlemen. I think we just scored the biggest find of our sorry lives.
Very well. Let the experiment begin.
The Royals are coming, Roger. We all have to leave.
On screen.
I am Captain Blakka'n of the Cantranian battleship Monarch. Prepare to be boarded. We must have that ship. We will have that ship.
Do you have anything to report?
The experiment's proceeding quite well. I'm learning so much about these people. 100 years may not be enough.
And now, Episode 2, The Winds of Hope.
What is it exactly that you're looking for?
I'll let you know when I find it.
That's not an answer. If you're going to drag me down here to this dungeon, you should at least tell me why we're here.
This dungeon, as you call it, is the ship's computer core. I thought you'd be tickled pink to see it. We've been on this ship for 3 months now, Tom. In all that time, have you ever wondered where it came from? How did a brand spanking new ship end up in our quadrant, sitting there dead as a stone, but in pristine condition? Have you seen any signs of the people that built this thing? Did someone fly it here? If they did, they left no trace of themselves. Not a crumb of food in the mess hall. Nothing.
Well, yeah, it's odd for sure. But what difference does it make?
I hate a mystery, Tom. Especially one that might jump up and bite me someday.
A little paranoid, aren't we?
Maybe we should be. Someone went to great lengths to hide this ship's origin. I'd feel better if I knew who and why. You just roll along and accept everything the way it is, don't you?
I wonder about things.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, how do you know we've been out here for 3 months?
What kind of question is that? I know because I can look at a calendar.
Yes, but what is a month? What is a year? I know it's around 365 days, but what's a day? 24 hours? Why? Don't you ever wonder?
I always thought it was based on planetary rotation and orbit and such.
Probably. But which planet? Did you know that there isn't a single planet in the core systems that has a rotation of 24 hours and an orbit of 365 days? So where did that come from?
I don't know. It just kind of is, that's all.
Exactly. And this ship just kinda is. You want to know where the Liberty really came from. I want to know where all our time periods came from.
And what about ancient languages?
What about them?
There aren't any.
What's your point? I don't see how... Wait, I think I found something. Here, hold this while I remove this access panel.
What is it?
Some sort of memory module, but it was on a completely separate circuit, labeled General Order Number 6. It seems to be heavily encrypted. I'm taking it back upstairs. I'll look at it later.
All bridge crew, report to the bridge, please. Bridge crew to the bridge.
We must have arrived at Tal Alakur.
Well. Klein, Brody, glad you could make it.
We got here as fast as we could, Captain.
Yeah, we were trying to find something.
Every minute counts, guys. People are dying at an alarming rate down there. I just hope there's someone left to cure.
Then let's get going. You ready to make a house call, Doc?
As ready as I'll ever be.
I hope you weren't planning to use a shuttle, Captain. Is there a problem? There's 144 head of Valurian cattle on the flight deck. Unless you can teach them to hold their breath during the depressurization cycle, you can't use a shuttle today. Oh, yeah.
We could beam the medicine and ourselves to the surface, can't we? There's a lot of very sick people down there.
You can, but there's a catch. There's a solar event in progress. There's deadly levels of gamma radiation in this system right now. Will be for another couple of weeks. You'll be perfectly safe down there. The atmosphere is sufficient to block the radiation, but the hull of this ship doesn't provide nearly enough protection. I took the liberty of raising the shields to 10% when we entered the system. That seems to be doing the trick, but by the way, Klein, whatever you do not lower the shields.
If I can't lower the shields, how are we going to beam down?
The human body can safely handle about 30 seconds per year of this level of radiation. There's plenty of time to beam the away team down and back up again.
So we'll just use the communicators when we're ready to return.
Afraid not, Cappy.
What now?
We haven't been able to contact the surface. There's too much interference.
Why don't you just agree on a time and a place to be beamed up?
Good idea.
But dangerous. If you're not at the exact coordinates at the exact time, you'll be stranded down there for at least a couple of weeks until the solar event dissipates.
People are depending on us, Captain. We've got to get this medicine down there.
All right. Stevens?
Chief Stevens here.
Find a good place to beam us down and make sure to note the coordinates. You'll be retrieving us from the same spot in exactly 48 hours.
Aye, sir.
How far are the beam down coordinates from the settlement, Stevens?
You'll be 1,000 meters from the main barracks, sir. Follow a heading of 285 degrees and you should be fine, but you should hurry. Get to shelter as fast as you can. The wind's picking up down there. It's getting pretty fierce.
English, you're not wearing a sidearm. You want to run back and get yourself one?
I read up on these people, Captain. They won't let me in the building with it. Might as well not wear one and earn myself some trust.
All right, suit yourself. Stevens, remember, exactly 48 hours. Synchronize watches, and go.
Stevens!
He can't hear you, Captain.
The wind is picking up down here. This is a full-blown Category 5 sandstorm.
We should get moving. We've got to get to shelter.
Oh, blast it all.
What's wrong?
Tricorder isn't working. I got no idea which way to go.
Space. Playground for the rich, battleground for the greedy. An empty wasteland for those who fail to see the possibilities. Full of endless opportunity for those willing to take the risk.
I wonder how they're doing down there.
They've only been down there an hour. I know it looks bad, but John Kruger could track tick mice over hard ground on a moonless night. I'm sure they're fine.
All the same, I'd feel a lot better if they could send some sort of signal.
Well, there's no good to worry. They've been down there for an hour, and I estimate they could only survive that storm for half an hour, so one way or another, their fate's already sealed.
Way to stay positive, Quincy.
I'm only stating the truth.
Westwood to Brody.
Brody here. What's up, Sheriff?
I think you should get down to the rec room and bring a couple of guys. We've got a situation.
Klein, Quincy, come with me.
All right, hold it down.
Where's the captain? We want to talk to him.
He's on an away mission. He'll be gone for a couple of days. You can talk to me. I'm acting captain while he's away.
Name's Tim Morton. I work in refuse reclamation and recycling.
You have the floor, Tim.
Look, I'm not stupid. I know we had to leave Hope. We'd all be dead now if we didn't. And I ain't blaming anybody. That's just the way it is. But it ain't our fault either. Back in Hope, I was a farmer. My family's been farming the same land since way back. We love it. But I can't say as I love emptying trash cans. It's been 3 months since I felt the sun on my face, Captain. I need that. And I'm not the only one either. Lots of us do. We need to believe that we won't be out here forever. We need to know that there's a goal of some sort, that we're working towards something. We want to get back to living, Captain. We're tired of just surviving.
Doc? Doc, hello?
Be still, Captain. I've had to remove a lot of sand from your eyes. I removed the bandages now, but I recommend that you keep your eyes shut for another few moments.
Where am I? Where's Dr. English?
You're in one of the buildings near the perimeter of the compound, Captain. The doctor was taken to the main barracks. She's fine. She's administering the medicine you so generously brought with you.
Generously? We're getting paid. 10,000 units. By the way, who do I see about that?
All in good time. Very well, Captain. I think it's been long enough now. Please, open your eyes.
Blakka'n. I knew I recognized that voice.
You say my name with such disdain. And after I saved your life. I'm deeply hurt.
Saved my life?
When I found you, you were headed in the opposite direction of the compound, Captain. Another 10 minutes and you would have been permanently blinded. 10 more and you would have been dead.
I suppose I should be grateful, but I'm not sure which is worse. Death or waking up alone in a room with you.
We're not the monsters you think we are, Captain. If I had wanted to kill you, I could have easily done it by now. Look, I didn't even take your weapon while you were unconscious.
Even if you did rescue me, it doesn't make you my friend.
I never claimed to be your friend. I only claim that the goals of the Cantranian Alliance are noble, and perhaps the same as yours. We want peace and prosperity for all.
And how about freedom, Captain? Is that part of your plan?
Ah, yes, freedom. Liberty. Fine words to be sure. The words that carry weight. Words that should not be thrown about lightly. Of course, we want freedom for every citizen. But with freedom comes responsibility. Someday, the Empire will be ready for such things.
But for now, it should be governed through strength, through fear.
You make it sound bad. But yes, something like that.
And it doesn't bother you that your leader's a murderer.
It was Oblonto that done the murdering. And don't you ever doubt it.
What makes you so sure?
I've talked to His Excellency myself. He's telling the truth. If you could hear him for yourself, you would...
Oh, come on. He swears he's innocent, and that's good enough for you?
I'm a very good judge of character, Captain. Take you, for instance.
Oh, goody.
You're being belligerent at the moment, but that is to be expected. You're a good man. You're loyal to a fault. Dependable. Stubborn. A man of your word.
Am I supposed to be impressed? Flattered? You've been chasing us around for months, snooping on our communications. Stands to reason you'd learn a little bit about me.
Nevertheless, my point is that you are much more valuable to the Empire alive than dead. You could make a fine Cantranian captain someday. Perhaps you could even bring your ship along, some of your crew as well. The pay is much better. I know you're just barely getting by.
That's a very tempting offer, Blakka'n. It's just that...
Yes?
Well, you see, we just got her painted. And while I'll admit I hated the flames at first, they're actually starting to grow on me.
Why don't you get some sleep, Captain? We'll discuss it further in the morning.
Not a chance. You go ahead. I'll take first watch.
This is killing me. How long have they been down there?
16 hours and 32 minutes.
It's morning down there, and the Sandstorm still hasn't let up. They could be in danger, and there's nothing we can do.
They knew they might be putting themselves at risk when they went down there. You know, Kruger would deny it, but he's got a big heart. And Doc English, well, helping people is just what she does.
Westwood to Brody.
Brody.
You and Klein better get down to sick bay.
All right, Bill. You heard the man. Let's go. Jinx, notify me if there's any change in the weather, radiation levels, or if any other ships come near.
Got it.
What's the problem, Sheriff?
Tempers are running hot, Tom. I'm worried that if we don't do something, it's going to keep getting worse. There's been incidents of shouting matches and scuffles, and now it's escalated to fistfights. Take a look at Thompson here.
Wow, Fred?
Do I look that bad?
You've looked better.
I would say you should see the other guy. If he looked worse than me, though, he'd be in the other bed, right?
It ain't like you to fight, Fred. What happened?
Cabin fever, Tom. People are going nuts to get off this ship. And before you say anything, I know we can't do that. Anybody from Hope that leaves this ship wouldn't live 2 weeks. The folks from the village are divided into 2 camps. There's the ones that are okay with the way things are. They understand why we're here, and they're willing to give it more time. Then there's the folks that have had it up to here. Ow!
Hold still, Fred. I know what you mean.
They've had it up to here with running and hiding. We're good people, Tom. We're fishermen, artists, teachers, merchants, and farmers. We're not criminals, no matter what the royals say.
Which side are you on, Fred?
I've switched sides so many times I've lost track. Does it really matter? When it comes right down to it, is either side really wrong?
I guess not. What's wrong is the way we're taking our frustrations out on each other. Attention all hands. This is Captain Tom Brody. All non-essential personnel are to meet me in the shuttle bay at 0930 hours. Holy cow! What is that smell?
Cow is right on the money, sir, but it's anything but holy. What's the matter, Tom? You never stood in the midst of 144 head of cattle being kept indoors?
This is awful. There's not much of the deck that isn't covered with filth. Can we get rid of it? Can we beam it into space or something?
There are farmers that'll pay good money for that filth, sir. Anyway, another stop or two and it and the cattle will be gone.
Sure, okay.
All right, settle down, folks. Settle down. Captain?
It's been brought to my attention that tempers are flaring among the good people of Hope. This has got to stop. You're better than this. Your families have been part of a community for generations. You may think that we left that community behind, but we didn't. The Village of Hope isn't those houses and fields that we left behind. No, we are that village. That hasn't changed, and it never will unless we let it. You say you need more time in the fresh air and wide open spaces. All right, we'll try to schedule more planet-side excursions whenever we can. You say your lives don't seem to have any purpose anymore. I say your lives have the same purpose they always had, to be there for your family, your friends, and your neighbors. Help each other out, encourage each other. And we'll see if we can find some worthwhile things that we can set our sights on, like putting an end to this accursed civil war. I'm not sure how we can do it, but I, for one, am gonna try. Now go back to your families, back to your kids. Cherish every day you have with them, and keep hoping, 'cause hope is what we're all about.
Good morning, John. Do you mind if I call you John?
Captain Kruger, or just Captain, works fine for me.
Very well. You're welcome to call me Emile. I was named after my grandfather. I trust you slept well.
As a matter of fact, Captain, I didn't sleep at all.
Nor did I, and I expect for the same reasons.
We don't trust each other. But can you blame me? You've been making my life miserable for months.
And you have been utterly difficult, disregarding my every order, insulting me, my crew, my fleet, and the prince at every turn.
Yeah. Good times.
Captain, wouldn't you like to end all this unpleasantness now? And follow me back to the capital? I could arrange for your crew to be spared. And who knows, perhaps you could be my first mate someday.
Imagine that. First mate on my own ship. You know, as tempting as that sounds, I'm going to have to... What the...
Flank right! I'll flank left! My arm!
You okay?
I'm fine.
Here, let me see that arm.
I said I'm fine.
No, you're not. Sit still. Let me put something on that. What was that thing?
That was an Alcorian miner. You look confused. This planet has some very valuable resources beneath its surface. The fact is, this could be a very wealthy and powerful planet if it were not for the inhospitable weather.
So the sandstorm and the solar activity, they're not particularly rare.
Not nearly rare enough. So, one of the native races that inhabit this planet has been enhanced, given the physical attributes necessary to spend long hours in the mines and in these blasted sandstorms.
And you say you're not monsters?
Call us what you will. We simply take full advantage of every resource we have at hand, be it ore, services, or a race of primitives.
Primitives? How many times have labels like that been used to exploit the underdeveloped natives? Sure, you royals are just misunderstood.
Spot on. Now, we should leave. If I know the Alcorians, and I do, he'll be back and he'll bring a few of his mates.
Where do you propose we go?
I have a safe place not far from here where I go when the weather becomes unbearable. Here, put this breathing mask and these goggles on. Oh, and since I'm going to have to lead this little expedition, I'm going to have to insist that you hand over your weapon.
Oh, come on. You can't expect me to just... I know. You're right. Why do I keep finding myself in these situations where I have no choice?
Oh, you always have a choice, Captain Kruger. Always.
Here, just be careful with it. You could blow one of us into another dimension with it in the blink of an eye.
Thank you. Now, shall we go?
Tom, what brings you to engineering?
As acting captain, I have to be everywhere all at the same time. You know that. What are you up to?
I'm still trying to crack the encryption on this memory module. I think I've made a little headway, but I've got a long way to go.
What do you expect to find once we get it open?
Answers. Now, why did you really come down here?
I'm starting to get complaints about Roger Maynard.
Yeah? What kind of complaints?
Just little things. He creeps people out. You seem to have bonded with him more than anybody else. Do you think he's dangerous?
Anybody can be dangerous under the right conditions, Tom.
Come on, Klein, work with me here. What's your gut feeling?
My gut feeling is that he's wound up tight as a drum. He sits in his quarters most days just watching videos of his wife and drinking insane amounts of alcohol. He wants to get his hands around the throat of a royal, any royal. Maybe that will defuse him. But if it doesn't happen soon enough, he's liable to go off on some poor slob that just rubs him the wrong way.
Spend some time with him, will you? He trusts you. See if you can get through to him. He's got to pull it together.
All hands, general quarters. All hands, general quarters. Bridge crew to the bridge. All right, the gang's all here. Klein, Brody, let's get you up to speed.
We've detected a Contranian ship approaching at Warp 1. It's a little too far away to be sure, but it looks like the Monarch.
My latest calculations put it here in about 5 minutes.
Jenkins, calculate where the Monarch will be most likely to come out of warp, and then get us to the exact opposite side of the planet. Full impulse.
Aye, sir.
All right, Jinx, let's roll.
Rolling.
Quincy, do you think they saw us?
Oh, see no indications that we were scanned.
Jenkins, watch their every move and counter it. Stay exactly on the opposite side of the planet from them.
We'll be the mirror image of him, sir.
Tom, we're supposed to transport Laura and John from the extraction point in 16 hours. I'm pretty sure we can't use the transporter through the middle of the planet.
We'll worry about that when the time comes, Addie.
You said this place of yours wasn't far.
Far is a relative concept, Captain.
In this storm, dark is a relative concept too, but if I'm not mistaken, it's getting darker.
No, you are not mistaken. It is indeed getting darker, but no matter, we have arrived.
I don't see anything.
Neither do I assure you, but nevertheless, we have arrived. Put your arms out, Captain, and move slowly forward. Soon you will encounter a stone cliff. Find a foothold and climb. About 3 meters up you will find a ledge about 30 centimeters wide. Follow that. You'll find a cave a few meters to the left.
Go down to the planet with the doctor, they said. It'll be a nice change of pace, they said.
Excuse me?
Never mind. I found the ledge.
Very good, Captain.
Making my way over. Found it. Nice place you got here.
No, thank you. It's sparse, but I call it home from time to time. Captain, I think I'll have a bite to eat. May I offer you a portion of my rations?
You can offer all you like, but if it's all the same to you, I think I'll... Wait a minute. That smells like peanut butter. Is that peanut butter? How'd you know my weakness? That's just plain diabolical. Yes, I will have some. On a cracker, if you got any.
Here you are. Enjoy.
Real peanut butter. I hate you with every fiber of my being. Thank you, Blakka'n.
My pleasure. Captain, I get the feeling that you still don't know what we're doing here.
We needed someplace safe from the Alcorians.
Yes, but do you know why we, the Contranians, are here? Why we have a permanent presence on this planet?
There must be something here that you need.
Oh, bother. You'll find out soon enough anyway. It's dilithium. You do realize that you will be needing more of it eventually, don't you?
It had occurred to me.
Then good luck finding it, Captain. This is the only planet I'm aware of where it can be found in the quantity and grade that we need. And it is jealously guarded by our loyal citizens, the Alcorian.
You're enjoying yourself, aren't you?
Captain, I'm simply trying to illustrate that your situation is hopeless. Perhaps you'll make a go of it for a year or two, but sooner or later you will run out of luck, or dilithium, and you'll have to face reality.
You know, you said something earlier today that makes sense to me. You were absolutely right.
And to what particular nugget of wisdom are you referring?
You said we always have a choice.
It's true.
Well, right now, I choose to take first watch. Feel free to get some shut-eye.
Not likely, Captain. Not likely at all.
Morning, guys.
Good morning, Steve, Johnny, Sandy. Have we missed anything?
Not really. No change in radiation levels. No communications of any type. Oh, but the Sandstorm is finally over.
3 hours ago, the Monarch left synchronous orbit and began a standard orbit around the equator. Jinxie told us to match them, so we did.
Good work, Sandy.
Morning, Tom. Hope you had a good one.
Brought you some coffee. Anything happening?
Nothing exciting.
Sir, the Monarch has adjusted his orbit to match the rotation of the planet.
Smart.
For shielding.
What are you guys talking about?
They're in orbit above a point in the precise center of the night side of the planet. They're using the planet to shield themselves from the gamma radiation coming from the system's sun.
I thought they didn't need shielding.
They don't have shields like we do, so their hulls are a lot thicker. Now, for that reason, they're pretty well protected from the gamma rays. My guess is they're just playing it safe.
Or maybe they've been in the system longer than they anticipated.
They're not very far from where we need to retrieve Captain Kruger in the dock. That's in a little over 4 hours.
It's not like we need to be afraid of them.
No, but our orders are to avoid contact. I'd rather they not know we're here. I don't want to chance doing anything that might endanger the captain or Doc English. Don't worry just yet. I have an idea or two.
Well, John, I've got bad news and I got good news. Oh, really? Do tell. The bad news is I fell asleep. But the good news is so did Captain Blakka'n. But the bad news is I'm still stuck on a very inhospitable planet in a cave with the most obnoxious man I've ever met. But the good news is now I'm awake and he is still asleep, which gives me a distinct advantage. But the bad news is, even if I get away from him, I still got to find my way back to the rendezvous point in time. And the good news is... No, that just about covers it. Okay, let's see. Where's my stuff? Okay, there's the tricorder. There's my communicator. And there's my phaser in his hand. Dang it.
Prepare to be boarded.
I'll just slip over there ever so carefully and just lightly slip it out of his hand.
What do you... No! Get back!
Yes, got it. About time I had another round of good news. Captain Blakka'n. Oh well. Sorry, Captain. I'm on a tight schedule. All right, there's a light from that opening. Now remember, John, be careful. That's a narrow ledge. Wow, it is bright out here. Okay, now, let me get the lay of the land. Now, let's see. I remember we were walking slightly downhill, and the ground was sloping down from my left to my right, so... Yes, we had to have come from that way. Well, so long, Blakka'n. See you in another lifetime, buddy.
Captain Kruger? Is that you?
Stay quiet.
Captain Kruger.
Just slip away and...
Captain!
You can't feel bad for him. He is your enemy. Besides, he'll be fine. One of his people will come along before long and... Dang it. I'm here, Captain. I'm coming.
Thank goodness. For a moment, I was afraid you had been killed.
I'm fine. How are you?
As far as I can tell, I'll live, but there's something on my leg.
I'll find a stout piece of timber and get it off of you, but first, you strike me as a man of your word.
I take great pride in it.
Then I need your word that you won't attack me or try to steal my weapon if I get you out of here.
You have my word, sir.
All right, then. Don't go anywhere. I'll get a lever and something for you to use as a crutch.
Quincy, how long till beam up?
1 hour, 33 minutes.
So, Tom, you said you had some ideas.
I do, but I think they're only going to fall for it once. They're not stupid.
Could have fooled me.
Let's wait a little longer.
Do you have to put all your weight on me?
Sorry, my legs hurt pretty badly.
What is that off in the distance?
Oh, that's nothing. A small settlement.
Wonder if my tricorder will work now.
We really should be moving.
Alright, let's see. We have hundreds of life form readings. About 90% are your Alcorian buddies. The rest are unaltered humans. I'll bet that's where we were headed last night, isn't it? Storm made you change your plans.
I thought you'd like to see the installation. It's quite impressive.
You thought I'd like to see the installation? Yeah, I'll bet you would. Bet you'd also like for me to see the men you had waiting to escort me back to your ship.
I can't imagine why you are so determined to hold on to this meager nomadic existence you created for yourself. You and your people could be valuable assets to the Cantranian faction.
Yeah, well, I seem to recall how valuable we would be to you. Let's see. Prepare to be boarded. Your officers will be taken into custody, tried for tax evasion, unlawful vessel procurement.
That was a long time ago, Captain. Our stance has softened considerably, largely due to my influence at the High Council, I might add.
Am I supposed to be grateful? The people on the Liberty are perfectly happy where they are, thank you very much. I think I see buildings ahead. Looks like we've made it.
Maybe I'm not such a burden as you thought I'd be. Maybe you would not have found your way back without me.
I'd have found my way just fine. I think I see Dr. English.
Captain! Captain Kruger! Over here!
Quincy, time to beam up.
19 minutes.
Addie, hit the second moon with a concentrated beacon. Send a distress signal on the same channel and frequency as our communicators. Quincy, inform me if there are any movement by the Monarch.
Nothing yet, sir. Oh, no, wait, no, yeah. They're powering up, yes. They're heading towards the second moon.
Tom, you never cease to surprise me. They're taking the bait.
Jinxie, follow him. Let's just keep our distance for now. This will get us close, but not close enough.
I see what you're doing. We keep our distance till the last minute, then we make a sprint for the extraction point.
I'm worried that a distress signal won't hold their attention for very long. They're not known for their tendency to come to anyone's aid.
But this will appear that we're in distress, and that'll interest them very much.
You've got it. Jinx, stand by to sprint. At my mark.
Doc, how about looking at his leg? It got crushed pretty badly a few hours ago.
Let me take a look at that, Captain. Yes, it's crushed in more places than I can count.
I'll have my people look at it. They'll have me on my feet in a few weeks.
Weeks? Hold still, Captain.
It stopped hurting.
That's normal. You should be able to walk on it now.
Unbelievable.
What happened to your arm?
It's nothing. A flesh wound. Captain Kruger will tell you all about it later. What I'm more concerned with is my ankle. Look, just here.
Ah!
Everyone just stay calm.
Blakka'n, you gave me your word.
I gave my word that I would not attack you or try to steal your weapon. This is my own weapon, and I am not attacking you. Ah, one of the indigenous species of this planet.
All right, Jenkins, now!
Coordinates are set. Heading 327 Mark 14 at maximum impulse.
Stevens, prepare to beam up 2 on my mark.
Aye, sir. Coordinates are set.
15 seconds until beam up, sir. 12. 10.
All stop, sir.
7. 6. 5.
Stevens, beam them up on my mark. Now!
We didn't get him, sir.
What? We don't get another try. We'll be overexposed to the radiation.
Actually, sir, as soon as I saw that the pattern buffer was empty, I aborted and raised the shields. They were only down for 4 seconds.
They can give it one more try.
Yes, sir, as long as we're quick about it.
The question is, when?
They probably know they're late. I just hope they assume we'll give them another chance. Come on, guys. Don't give up on us.
Let her go, Blakka'n.
I have a better idea. There will be a nice, safe shuttle sitting right here in a matter of seconds. I think I hear it now. Join me on it.
You know I won't do that.
Then I guess I'll just have to kill her.
You won't kill her, because it'd be the last thing you ever did.
Please, board the shuttle now, Doctor. Watch your step. Let's go, Ben.
Let her go, Blakka'n. Right now.
By all means, Captain, if you insist. I hope you enjoy the local wildlife, Doctor. I'm sure they'll enjoy you.
Captain!
Get off of her, you mangy, flea-bitten. Now, Doc, run! Over there, quickly.
Isn't that?
Our extraction point? Yep.
But we're late. By more than a minute.
True, but who knows? Maybe they're late too.
Those creatures are getting closer.
But they're being cautious. At least for now.
It's been an honor to be part of your crew, sir.
All right, Stevens. Energize.
I've got him, Tom.
Well, that was an interesting 48 hours.
48 hours, 1 minute, and 27 seconds. You were late.
You don't let anything slide, do you?
Somebody's got to keep you in line.
More wine?
Just a little.
You know, I got to know Blakka'n a little better during those 2 days.
Really? Are you two chummy now?
Phew, not quite. But I think I understand him a little better now. You know, I think in a different life, he and I could have been good friends. You see, I don't think that he acts out of anger or hate. I think he's become what he had to be in order to function as a cog in the gears of his society.
Sounds like you're telling me he's not such a bad guy.
No, he's terrible, absolutely wretched. It's just that... Do you remember that planet, Apoknar?
It's the most beautiful, peaceful, tranquil place we've ever visited.
Exactly. The people of that planet are the most peaceful in the Empire. There's no war, hardly any crime. But did you notice how they looked at us? Especially when they thought we weren't looking?
Yeah, something felt a little off, but I couldn't put my finger on it.
They were frightened of us, Addie. To them, we're wild, violent people. They'd never admit it. But they see us in much the same way as we see Blakka'n, the Cantranians, the Ablantians. Most of us are just products of the society we were born into.
So, what should we do about it?
I don't know. I guess just try and represent ourselves well. Who knows? Maybe we can make a difference somehow.
Captain Kruger to the bridge, please. Captain Kruger to the bridge.
On my way.
I'm going with you.
What's going on, Brody? Is this what we talked about?
Yes, sir. We detected a Contranian shuttle leaving the surface about 10 minutes ago. It just docked with the Monarch.
Addy, hail the Monarch. Put it on screen.
Captain, what a pleasant surprise. I hope there are no hard feelings. Surely you appreciate the pressure I am under here to turn your troublesome existence into something positive.
Captain Blakka'n. It never ceases to amaze me how any one person can be so full of himself and so full of crap all at the same time. In fact, in recognition of that feat and to show that there are no hard feelings, I've arranged a lovely parting gift for you. Transporter room, please execute that little maneuver we talked about earlier.
That's really quite unnecessary.
Obtaining coordinates. Implementing pattern filter Kruger S1. Energizing.
Captain, after what he did down there, I can't believe you're sending him a gift.
Oh, rest assured, Doc. He deserves it.
Frankly, Captain, I'm surprised at your understanding. And I have to admit, I'm a little touched that you would... Wait. What is that horrendous smell? Someone answer me. What is that smell? Captain? Can't you see I'm busy? What is it? Sir, if you would just look down. At the floor, sir. Kruger!
Screen off.
That manure would have brought us a tidy sum.
I suppose so, Sheriff, but the look on Blakka'n's face just now, that was priceless. If anyone needs me, I'll be in my quarters catching up on my sleep. Brody, lay in a course for Centaur 6. We got some cattle to deliver.